Okay, now yesterday in last class we have just created the variables in strings and we have stored the values and we have just printed that values, right? So now we'll see, so what are all the, and also we have seen the multiple lines of strings we can store in the variable and we can print it. So this is the last example which we executed. So next we'll see one by one, how can we access the string? How can we parse the string? How can we slice the string? Everything one by one, step by step, we can do the operations. So if you take any other programming language, usually what they do, so they convert it into a array of characters, and they write some logic to read the values of each index and all. But in Python, there is a very simple steps are there. Very in just in one line code, we get a exact results. So those are the steps we just have to see. So what are inbuilt uh, they have already developed. So I only accept that we have to develop in our application if we get any requirement like that. So only such case we have to develop other than these whatever already they have provided. So strings are array. So arrays means so it is a set of characters. Set of character means, for example, it is containing a this much length of character and each character is a one value, one each ASCII value. So this is a set of ASCII values. So that's why we call it as a array. So and each array will be start with some index numbers. So I think you are all aware of the arrays, what is arrays and all, how it will be stored, and each uh, each data will be stored as a array index value based. For example, 0 to till the length of the array. Okay, so how can we access that string value just by the index numbers? Okay, so first we'll see. I will just add one very simple string. So x is one variable name I am just giving as a x, and inside this I am going to store the string Harsha. Okay, so here I just want to access the inside this string, I want to access just by the index based. For example, if I want to access the first character, so I just give the index number as a 0. So if you see, x is a string and it is containing the character set. So after executing this, we'll see this. So x of 0, it is printing the h. So h means, so that is the first index. So in the same way, for example, if you want x of 2, so it is printing R. X of 2 means 0, 1, 2. So even if we give out of bound, for example, if I give 8, so it should throw the error. So it is throwing the error means string index out of range. So whatever the index we are giving, it is completely out of range. Means it is just maximum length is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but I am giving the length index number is 8. So that's why it is throwing the error as a string index is out of range. So like this, we can particularly access any character in the string. And how can we loop through the string? So in the next concept, we will get actually the conditional statements. The conditional statements, it's like if condition and if else condition, switch statement, and looping statements. So looping means, so whenever we want to execute some set of code repeatedly, so we use the looping statements. So I think already you have some these types of statements, like if else and for loops. So in your academics, maybe in CPP or C programming uh, class. Anybody aware of that looping? So let's go through the syntax of the for loop. So just we have to mention for keyword. So after that for keyword, we just have to mention any variable name. For example, I just give it as a, and we have to use keyword in. So I am going to give the array name string. It is array itself is a string, means it is the x is the string. So a is the new variable I'm just going to mention. So in the each iteration, it will access the variable a. So I just going to print that a value each time. So now let's debug how this for loop will repeat and it will keep print. So after executing the line, so this x variable has been created and it is stored the value of string value HRSHA, and now it is going it is executing the for loop. So first in the first iteration, a value become the h. Okay, so x is the string, it is a character array. So a is the just one single variable just I have given, it is a string, and whatever the first index value, it is storing in the a. So after executing the print statement, so it just printed the value of first index value. Again, the program is go back to the for loop. So again, the value is a. It means that second index, and it is printed a also. And again, it is go to the iteration, line number 12. So like this until this string end end out of when it goes only out of index, so only that time it will stop repeating this code. Okay, repeating this code means, so after this colon, whatever the number of lines code is there, so those many lines of code will be repeatedly it will execute until this case will false, means it goes out of range. It means that index will goes out of range. So now the value r has been fetched and it is stored in the a. So now yes, so now we can able to see the execution is only repeating here itself. So now it is the last index. So after this last index, so there is no value. So now it will close that. So because there is no any next lines code to execute, so it will end up here. Okay, so the condition will false here because this is going out of index. So that's why it is exited. So like this, in the iteration wise, we can access the each character of the string. So on string length. So to find the string length, so there is a one method len. So inside this len method, I have to pass the string. So it will return the length of the string. So len is the method. Here I have to pass the text value. So here I can store it to some variable also. Why? So the y value is 6. So it means that length of x is 6. So it means that it is having a 6 characters. Okay, but the index value will start from 0. So the last index value is the 5. So the total length of the array is the 6. So like this, we can find how many length of the character, how many length of that string also we can find out by using the len method. And also we can check the string. For example, there is a Rostra is working in a electricity company. So in this, I just want to find one string, whether it is present here or not. Okay, for example, I just want to find my name itself, whether that my name is there inside this string. If I want to check, so I can put the condition. Now it is not required to put the condition. So just we will check just by printing the value. Print, and whatever the string we are going to search in X. So how we use in keyword in for loop, in the same way we have to use in keyword. First we have to give the string which we are going to find out in the length total string in a big string in X. So it is just printing true. It means that Harsha is present in X. So that's why it is printing as a true. Let's delete this code. Now I just give HARFH. So this is also is true because till HARSH is present. So now I just give lion. If I execute false. So like this, if you want to find any string which is existing in this very lengthy string, you can find out like this just by checking in the by using the in keyword. Also, we can use it in the if condition also. So if condition also, we can just I can explain in a simple way. So instead of printing, so you can just put the condition if. So how we develop for loop in the same way we have to give the keyword if. After that we have to give the string and in X. So at the end we should use the colon. So after that we should use the indentation. I think indentation already I have explained when I was explaining about the function. So in the same way, so in other programming language, we use to use a flower bracket, open flower bracket and close flower bracket to make it as a some any execution of code with if the condition is true, then only it should execute only some set of code. So that time we use the open flower bracket and close flower bracket. So in the same way, we use the indentation in the Python. So this much space should be given. So then whatever the lines I have given here, for example, print exist. So again, for example, I want to give one more line. Print still inside. I just print the string still inside. So now I will give here outside print outside if. So now I executed the code. It is just printing only outside if. So we will just debug the code line by line so that we can come to know exactly which line is executing and which line is it is skipping the line. So now lion string is not present in this. So now it is the false. So then it should skip all these codes. So not only the 2 lines code, whatever with this indent, how many lines code we provide. So those many lines code will execute only if there is a true. If it is a false, then it will come directly to the line number 40. So that's why in the console it is printing only outside if. Now we'll just give the string which is present. I just give is. So is present in this string. So the condition should be true. So if it is true, then it come inside this. Then it will execute both the lines. So after execution, it will come out of this if condition, and it will exit. It will start continuing executing the from the line number 40. So it is printed like exist, still inside, and outside if. So all these 3 lines have been executed. So like this, we can find out the string also. Also, we can put the condition and we can execute a set of code. And also we can use a not keyword. So if it is not present, means that not in. It means that if it is not there, then it will become true. If it is there, then it will become false. So whatever we just did with the previous one, so it is just a reverse of that. So if you want to make it reverse of that, we can just use a not keyword. So now is present, this is string is present, but it becomes false. So that's why it came outside and it just executed outside if. So now we'll make some which is not present. For example, lion is not present. So lion is not present. So but it came inside because we are using not. So this result will become the false, but because of the not, it will make it as a true. Right now it is showing as a true. Because of the not, it is showing as a true. Otherwise, lion is not present here. It will give the result as a false only. But because of the not, it will reverse that false to true. If any doubts, can ask now only. So these are all just checking the strings and doping the strings. We have just checked it. So now we'll see the slicing of string. Slicing means just splitting of the strings. So just by giving the okay, slice means we are just splitting and we are taking only from from which position to which position we can get the string from that total string. For example, this is one string. From here, I just want to take the hello. So then I can give the index numbers from and to index number. For example, I just give from 0 to 5. HARS H. I have to give 0 to 6. So till 6 character, it is printing from 0 index to, if we mention 1, it will start from A. Okay, for example, if I want to start from here, so I can mention it as a 6. Then I can just give as a 8. From 6 to 8. From 6 to 8, it is just taking I. Is it is taking as a space also. So that's why 3 character there is a difference. 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we'll make it as a 7. So now it is printing only is. There is no space because here the space is stored. So like this we can slice it. So if you want to slice from start, so from the start till only we will give end index. So that time we don't mention the beginning, we just mention only end. Means last index value which we want to mention. So till here, from the beginning till the index number 9, it is fetching the string and it is returning and it is just printing here. So this is slice from the start. So this is from slice to the end. So we don't mention the end. So we just mention only the beginning. For example, if I mention from 2, so it will start from 0, 1, 2. So 0, 1, 2. So from 2 to till end, it is just printing. So like this, we can slice the string. And also we can give a negative index. So if we make a negative index, it will come from the reverse order. So just we'll check that. Okay, it should be more. So -4 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And -2 means 1, 2. So from here to here. So like this from reverse index also we can mention and we can fetch the string which is present here. Okay, this is the slicing the string. Okay, so just today whatever I have done, so just practice that. So I just Monday I will just see everyone's assignment whatever till now I have executed. You just save with a different file names. Here I just created a main.py. So here you can create the Python files. For example, string slice. Then one more file has been created. Then you can write the code here for that string slicing. Then again you can create a new Python file, string index. So like this you can just create the files and you can write your code. And you can just select this file and you just execute. It will execute. But here it will not run. So in the edit configuration, you need to change this file name. So instead of that, what you can do, so just to open the terminal, then just type Python, and then you just have to type the file name. So there is nothing. So that's why it is not executing anything. There is no any output. Also, we have not written any code also. Okay, like this, everyone has to be create the files for all these above topics. So I will just check on Monday and I will continue the next. Okay.